everyone, welcome to Mr. U's Reviews. So I thought that it would be nice to review a film every once in a while that really leaves a mark on your mind and that no matter how many times you rewatch it, you enjoy it. And here's one of them, The Shawshank Redemption. This film follows Andy Dufresne, played by Tim Robbins. And after he is convicted of a double murder, he is sent to Shawshank Prison, where he befriends Red, played by the one and only Morgan Freeman. And Andy has an impact on the prison, including its inmates and on the despicable warden, played by Bob Gunton. And this film is one of my favorites. First off, let's talk about this cast. Tim Robbins as Andy Dufresne is marvelous in this film because you really feel an emotional arc through his acting. When he first comes into prison, he is quite shy and doesn't really talk to anyone because he's trying to cope with going to prison. And towards the end of the film and even throughout the whole film, you really feel him gain confidence in prison, and it's just really great to see. And yeah, Tim Robbins really conveys this arc through his acting. Really wonderful job here. But also, Morgan Freeman is at his most memorable in this film. He is really great because, he's Andy's friend here, and throughout the film you really learn about his backstory as well. And even though he's a supporting character, he also kind of feels like a lead because of how much the film focuses on him and his acting. So really well done job from these two actors. Some more outstanding acting in this film is from Bob Gunton as the warden, who is evil and the villain of this film, because he is trying to cover up information that could be good news for the main characters. And Bob Gunton was just so menacing. Really well done job from him. But also James Whitmore as Brooks really has an impact in this film because his character brings out a message that the filmmakers were really trying to portray. And I just think James Whitmore was incredible as Brooks, one of the most interesting and impactful characters of the film. Continuing, let's talk about the spectacular directing by Frank Darabont. There's one establishing shot that I love where it shows like the prison for the first time and it goes forward and then over to the backyard. Just one of my favorite shots, and then you can see like the inmates during their like outdoor times. And fun fact, Frank Darabont also directed The Green Mile, another film adapted from a Stephen King novel or novella, because he's done lots of different things. And this leads to my other favorite thing about this film, and that's the adapted screenplay that starts from one place and just ends with such a satisfying third act. And even though it can feel maybe a little bit too long, drags a little bit, that ending makes it just all worthwhile and makes me rewatch the film many times every year. Really well done work adapting Stephen King's novella. Also, Roger Deakins, one of my favorite cinematographers, if not my favorite, was the cinematographer for this film, and there's beautiful shots here, mainly with just the framing of the shots and the lights and the darks. A really good looking film. Love to rewatch it and analyze how he kind of fit everything that was necessary into each little frame and shot. Really great job from him. And how could I forget the production design of the prison? There's a sense of isolation that is perfect for this film, and it works very well. Nice job there for sure. Finally, Thomas Newman's score is one of my favorites. I just love the music in the beginning when you see the prison for the first time, and especially towards the ending with that really satisfying ending. The music brings hope and it just works perfectly, as well as the other aspects in this film. It works perfectly with the story. The Shawshank Redemption is one of my favorite films of all time, probably top 5 best films ever, in my opinion. I recommend this film to everyone because it is outstanding. The Shawshank Redemption gets an A+. And as always, don't forget your popcorn. Until next time, from Mr. U to you, stay tuned.